Hello friends, welcome to JIRA. So in this lesson, we will go through a complete workflow of a JIRA and how to create a project. So the steps are: create a JIRA account and create a project, create a backlog, create epic, create version, or like we can call it as a create release, create a sprint and run sprint, complete sprint and complete release. Then we will finally go through what are the reports available. So let's go to the lab. So you can go to Google and search JIRA free version. So this is the JIRA URL. So we can get free version here. So I already have the free versions, like it's a $0. We can use up to 10 users. So we can register using our Google ID. So like this is the project which I have created, JIRA account. So now let's see one by one. So first here we can go and we can add people. So we can add all our team members with their email ID. So add people. So here using email ID we can add multiple people. So now let's go and create a new project. Go to create project. So select classic. So we'll create a project. So here I have one template which having the sprint plan. So we'll create a art gallery website. So here we have template available. So we are creating a Scrum template. So click on create button. So we have created the project. So this is completed and we have created a project, completed. So now we will go and create backlog. So go to backlog section. So here we can create a backlog. So here we have the types. Actually we have story, task and bug. So we create a story for the sprint. So we can create task at any time and the bug will be created by testing team and assigned to the developer. So we create a story. So create static, create web page for each artist. Create main gallery and so to save time I will create some more simple backlog. So I'm creating a task, integrate, So we'll change this as task. So we'll delete this. Select task. So we will create a story for sprint 2. Okay, this is enough. So we have created a backlog and a few tasks. So now we will go and create epic. So we create epic. We can create another one by enabling this button. Create epic. So I created two epic here. So like here we can see like two epics created. So we have not assigned any sprint issues and so it's not yet started, and we can go to versions and create new version v1. v2. So we have created epic and release. So we have created a backlog, completed, created epic, completed, and we created the version, completed. So now what we will do is like we will map the backlog with epic. Go to backlogs and this is the epic. So I am mapping the backlog. See, like you can see like the change here, like this is the epic. So I am mapping to this. So I think it's created the filter, so we can disable this. So just drag and drop one by one. So I'm mapping for the epic 2. So now like you can see the change here. So we have mapped the backlog and task to the epic. So now we will go to the version. We will map the epic to the version. So we can also go here and show more fields and fixed version. We can provide V1. Fixed version. We can provide V2, or like we can drag and drop here. So you can see here like the version also appearing in the backlog. So now our backlog is ready. So backlog is created, and we have created the epic, mapped backlog with epic, and so like we have added the backlog to the release also. Now we will track what is the status. So the next stage is like we need to create the sprint. So we will create the sprint. We can add a sprint goal. For example, like creating website. We can update this. So we can map the backlog to the sprint by drag and drop. So here like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backlogs added into our sprint. So let's start the sprint. So this is the sprint 1. So it's a 2-week sprint. So let's provide the date. So we can mention the start date is today. and end date two-week sprint. So there are 10 working days. So if you want to add more working days, we can add here. So let's start the sprint. So this is the dashboard for the sprint. So we have to do, in progress, and done. So if you want to add some more stages of the sprint, we can go and add here. So we can add column dev completed. I am adding here. So we'll get the new stage. So to do, in progress, dev completed, and we can add one more column, test completed. So we have 5 stages here. So now we can go to backlog, and we can open like each story, and we can provide the estimate and assign. So it's unassigned, so I am assigning to one developer. So we can change the priority. So we can provide the story point. So I am giving story point 3. So this is the original estimate. So I am giving 1 day. So here the developer, once we assign it to developer, so developer will get access to the story point, and he can provide the time tracking. So I'm going to next user story. Story point 1. Original estimate 4 hours. Story point 3. Original estimate 2 days. Story point 5. So I'm adding like original estimate 2 days 4 hours. So this is the task. So I can assign to someone. So original estimate 4 hours. So here, like because this is the task, we will not get the story point. So we will get only the estimation actually. So now we will go to the active sprints. So let's start the sprint. So these are 2 do items. So every day we will have a sprint planning meeting and daily stand-up meeting. So we will discuss about what is the status, and developers will update their status in the Jira. So now assume we have this sprint is started, and in this sprint dev is completed. Like all are started. So once it started, so in the day 2, assume we are in day 2, so we will take this task, and this task is completed. I think there is some error. Let's solve this error. So like there is a problem in workflow. So like you can go to the user story, and here we have the workflow, view workflow. So the workflow I have updated. So to-do list done, dev completed, test completed, in progress, like all the stages I have added here. So now so I have added all the user stories into the sprint 2. So let's start the sprint 2. Sprint 2. So I'm starting the sprint. So now we can change the status, the daily Scrum meeting. So I'm changing the status to in progress. So the status is updated to in progress. So we can add comment. Good job done. So I am moving this user story to dev completed. So we can see like the board has been updated. So we can refresh. So I'm moving this to test completed. So I'm moving the task to done. So like this, like we can update the status of the user stories on a daily basis, and we can edit the task, and so the estimated is 2 days. So we can update 2 days. So 2 days is logged and the task is completed. So we can save this. So we can move this to some other sprint. We can delete this. So we can log the work. So we can make all the changes here. So here also like there is option is there. So assume like the tester has identified the bug. So we can create the bug actually. So create the bug. So bug in sprint 2. Bug in sprint 2. So I'm creating the bug. So the bug has been created. So I'm added this to sprint 2. So the bug has been added. So we are moving the status to in progress. Dev completed. So here like we can add the effort 1 hour and the time tracking. So we can add the time here. So 1 hour. So we can add and mention the comments completed and fixed. So we can change the status to done. So the bug is moved to the last status, so I am moving all the user stories to the completed status, so that like we can complete the sprint. So I'm moving all the user stories one by one. So now all the status is completed. So but we are getting 9 days remaining. So as the sprint is not completed, so because like we are doing demo and we are completing all the user stories in a day, so that's why like we are getting 9 days remaining. So otherwise like we will get 0 remaining in the last day actually. So like so there are board settings are there, like here we can go and add and make changes. So and I'm coming to active sprint. We can come to the backlog, and here we can create meeting notes. I think we need to get license for this. So we can create a blank page. We can create product requirement. So once we get the licensed one, like we can make all these changes. So I'm going to the active sprint now. So now I'm clicking the complete sprint. So 7 issues were done. Incomplete issues will be moved to backlog, yes. So but there is no incomplete bugs and issues user stories. So I'm completing this. So now we are getting the sprint report. So sprint successfully completed. So but we are not getting the report properly because like all the work has been completed within a day actually. That's why. So here we will get the status report. What are the issues completed? So the summary, issue type, priority, story point, all we will get. But in the task we will not get the story point. So now what we will do is like we will go to the project and we will go to the release. So the V2 is the unreleased. So the sprint 2 has been configured to the version 2. So now we can make this release as a completed one. So here we can see like 7 issues will be released. So we can check the release issues also here. So here we can find all the issues. So now we can go to project and we can come to releases and we can release this. So now if you see here like the 2 releases are completed. So the release 1, release 2. So in release 1 contains the sprint 1, release 2 contains sprint 2. So the next step is the reports actually. So when we go to reports, we will use only 3 or 4 reports majorly. So we will use the burn down chart. So in the burn down chart, like we have selected the sprint 2, so we can change the sprint 1, sprint 2. So if we have more sprint, we get the drop down here. So this is the burn down chart details. So here we'll get the story point, effort. So all the details will fit here. So here we can see like who completed the sprint actually. So who is the scrum master, product owner, all so here the scope changes. So there is the issue has been added actually. So that we will see here. So the next one is the burn-up chart. So here also like we are getting the status correctly because we have completed all the tasks within a day. So like if you see here like July 17 is the date. So instead of that we need to get 17, 18, 19, 20. So the 10 working days we need to get here. So this is the one we will use in real time. So the next one is velocity chart for analyzing the productivity. So here we are getting the velocity. So in sprint 1 we have completed 12 and in sprint 2 we have completed 11. So this chart will be useful in real time because like when we are using a real-time project and updating the Jira status on daily Scrum meeting, so we will get the proper velocity chart, burn down chart and burn up chart. So because in the demo we are creating the project and closing the project within a day, so we are not getting the proper status in this. So here there are options to change the view of this, so and we can share with our other team members by email. So we can create our new board and we can update the change settings, we can hide the menus, so all the things we can do actually. And so this is the like end-to-end demo of Jira. So how we will use Jira software for the sprint project actually. So this is the end-to-end. So as we discussed, so we will create the project. So then we will create the backlog and we will create the epic and we will create the version and we will start the sprint, and in daily scrum meeting we will update the status and we will complete the sprint, and then we will complete the release. So this is the like overall steps for the Jira. So thanks for watching my channel. So if you need any new video, so please provide in comments. I will create a new video, and if you have any comments, please post me in the comments, so I will answer your comments. So thanks for watching the YouTube channel.